Welcome back to Janice Budgets. This channel is about budgeting and follow me on my journey to becoming financially independent. I apologize if there is some noise in the back because it's Raf. He's playing Red Dead Redemption. Okay, so this week I have received 5,000 as my salary. Raf hasn't received anything since he already got his full month's salary, but he got an extra of 8,800. So this is not part of our budgeted amount for our expenses. That's why we put the 8,800 towards sinking funds here. And another update, we've already decided that we won't save up for a TV because we're gonna move half of the TV budget that we've already saved up. We're gonna put some to home improvement and some to emergency fund. I didn't put it here. So emergency fund. Or should I write it down? C fund. Okay. So the total income that I'm going to be budgeting this week is 13,800. So this is already 13,800. I made sure to count it ahead of time because I don't want to mess it up when I start putting it in my cash envelopes. Okay, so for my expenses, I'm going to start putting it in the cash envelopes. So we don't have anything for rent since we've already paid it for this month. Like I said, we saved up 1,000 pesos for rent, and then we're putting that towards our stock market. And then for BCP, I'm going to put 125. So I used the BCP budget, the grocery budgets to pay off the BCP because I realized that I needed to have the pills earlier in the month, and since I'm saving this throughout the month, I didn't have enough money. So this was actually going to go towards a grocery. So yeah, I'll just put it out here. That's for grocery. And since I budgeted 500 for the month for birth control, that actually came out to be 483. So there's 17 pesos left over, which we can put in the next month. So next is Wi-Fi and Netflix. It's 565. Put some of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 50, 65. And this is the last payment for the Wi-Fi. So I'll be paying fully the Wi-Fi amount to my sister since she's going to be paying it through LBC, PLDT. And next we have laundry. I'm not putting anything for laundry, but I used up all the laundry budget this month because early in the month I had to wash the bed sheets. So and Ralph's visiting for the weekend, so he has a lot of clothes that I need to laundry. And since we don't have enough for one laundry, what's it called? Laundry load. We will use some of the budget from the grocery budget since we have a lot of grocery budget this month, and we'll be going to Dumaguete and the farm next week, so we won't be here to use up the grocery budget. And yeah, and water gets 50. There. I'm gonna write it here. So I don't normally have these budget trackers for all the 23 today, all the expenses, because it's so inconvenient to like always track the budget for all the expenses. But I realize it helps a lot because even if like one note is out of place, at least we have a budget tracker to know what really is inside. And even though I have a online version for all the budgeting thing, I think it's good to also have it written down. So bunnies gets 0, but we still have 426 left. Ralph wanted to save up for a vet checkup for Pepper on Monday since she has some scratches around her eyes. Maybe it's because of her nails growing long. So grocery gets 126. 1,000, my gosh, 1,260, 1,250, 60, and I'm going to include the money BCP owes to the grocery budget. I'm gonna put this here. So all in all, grocery is going to get November 23, 2019, 1,260 plus the BCP, which is 125, which is 1,385. So here, since Ralph came to visit, we mostly ate out, so we didn't spend the grocery budget, but we spent mostly our daily spendings. So this is date night. Date night doesn't get anything since Ralph and I got our date night amounts. So that should equal 2,000 pesos. And now I'm going to do our personal. So Ralph gets 1,500. I'm just gonna give it to him because he's behind me. And then I'm going to put 1,500 towards me, and you know I like small bills, so I'm gonna get most of the 50s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So this goes towards me, which I will be budgeting, giving my allocation to my own budget. Okay, so now to the really fun part. Since it's towards Christmas, there's gonna be a lot of bonuses, especially from Raf's side. So since he got 8,800 as a bonus, we didn't want to include it in our expenses. Since the extra is not consistent, we don't always get extra per month. So if we do get extra, we put it towards our sinking funds. And we've decided to put 25%. It was different last week, but now we've changed it. Since we're not doing the TV budget anymore, we're putting 25% to trip budget, 25% to home improvement. Ralph wants to save up and get a TV and home improvement, but I'm still trying to convince him not to. So emergency fund gets 30% because we're trying to slowly build our emergency fund. And the bicycle gets 20%. We decided not to do projects together anymore since I already have my projects in my daily spending that I'll be allocating to income generating activities. Bicycle gets 20% and Mama R doesn't get anything, but I have a friend who owes money, so maybe the money she owes I'm gonna put it towards paying Ralph's mom's home taxes, property taxes or something by the end of the year, which is a good good Christmas present, I guess. It's good obligation as a Ralph's obligation to his mom, and it's gonna be great because Ralph's mom's gonna like me even more. So this budget allocation, we don't have anything for the stock market, but since we saved up 1,000 from our rent, that we allocated 7,000 but we only paid 6,000, so the extra and this extra 50 I found, we're gonna put it towards the stock market. But the stock market right now is really bloody. It's really red. We're losing like a lot of money, but that's a good sign, I guess, to start buying stocks because everything's cheap and hopefully it's gonna bounce back up. And so I mean, I have huge faith in the stock market, so I'm not really worried, but it's just really scary to see everything red at the moment, but it's okay. At least it's going somewhere. Okay, so now we're gonna start allocating the 8,800. I already did this off screen. So trip budget gets 2,200. Home improvement gets 2,200. Emergency fund gets 2,640, and bicycle gets 1,760. There were random payments that we had to pay throughout like the past few months, but it's really good that we have our sinking funds. Like when the AC wasn't working, it started leaking, we had to pay 1,300 on the spot to get it fixed, and we didn't delay it. Like, we had enough money right then in our sinking funds to pay for it. So it was really nice that we actually had money for it. And next week, Raf and I are going to do Mageta. So Raf is going to get it from his trip budget, but I'm gonna have it reimbursed from the company since I'm going straight to the farm afterwards. So at least we have like money saved up. And Ralph is thinking of getting a foldable bicycle thing. It's around 4,000 plus. And we already have like 1,800 saved up. So that's like a little bit towards the bicycle budget. So he can start saving up for transportation when he goes to work, when he comes back from Dumaguete. Okay, so now I'm gonna stuff the trip budget. I'm gonna put 2,200. Normally I don't like having big bills like thousands, but since like there's a lot of envelopes that needs thousands, it's fine. 2,000 in goes 2,200, 4,500. Oh my god, babe, our trip budget is 4,500. That's amazing. That's like nearly $100 for a trip budget. It's really nice that we started saving up. I mean, I'd be really happy to have Raf come and join me one time so we can start talking about how we allocate our money as a couple and why we've decided to combine our finances and all that. It's really nice to see his point of view, because if I keep talking on his behalf, I might be saying some wrong things. So, home improvement gets 2,200. What other home improvement stuff do you want, Raf?
Chandelier.
He wants to get a chandelier, but yeah, not sure about that. I think I'm gonna in goes 2,000. Yeah, I don't want a chandelier. I want to live a very simplistic lifestyle. Sure. Yeah, I don't want a chandelier, but if Ralph wants it, if we have the budget for it, if we have extra funds going towards it. Right now, I don't think that's a priority.
Priority number 4.
No. It's 0 priority. What other things? Oh, we wanted to paint the wall. We're thinking of painting the wall because we damaged it. Well, I mostly damaged the wall because I stuck tape on it. And when we took out the tape, it like ripped part of the wall. So we're thinking of repainting it or doing something about it. And we're gonna hopefully have like holes drilled so I can start putting like my frames with my paintings and all that. So emergency fund gets 2,640. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Emergency fund is great if there's like money that we need to, like, we need and we haven't budgeted for it. So 2,200, but there hasn't been a case where we had to really pull things out of the emergency fund. There's sometimes where the company owes me more money, and since I don't have money to compensate for it, I take a little bit of the emergency fund, but of course I have to pay it back. So, because I usually get my reimbursements from my petty cash at the beginning of the week. So by the end of the week, when I've spent a lot of money for the company, or like if I had a lot of things during that week and I spent more than my 2,000 allowable petty cash, I take it out of the emergency fund, but I pay it back eventually. Bicycle gets 1,760. This should be 1,760 overall. Otherwise, there's a mistake along the way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my god, it's perfect. That's so good. It's so perfect. Wait, let me exchange my 50 that I have. And I'm gonna put it towards here. And this one goes towards the bicycle budget. So yeah, good thing I talked Ralph out of having a TV budget because I don't think it's necessary at the moment. And we have TVs, we have new phones, and we've got a computer, we've got new phones, and I've got a laptop. So everything that we need to do is right there. Then he said he wanted to get a PlayStation. I don't know what the latest PlayStation is, but most of the games he plays, they have a PC version. So I don't think it was necessary. Well, maybe in the future. Oh shoot, where is this? So this was emergency fund. Okay. So now that's done. I am going to do my personal budget now. So I get 1,500 per week. Ralph gets 1,500. He doesn't have budget allocations with his 1.5. He spends it based on what he wants to buy on that day. As long as he doesn't spend more than his allowable amount, that's fine. And it's really working well for him, except long-term savings for the wedding, because he didn't have anything saved for the wedding. Well, he had some, but I had to pay for his part of the wedding, but slowly he's gonna pay me back. So I have to check first if this is 1,500. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, 5, 15. Perfect. Okay. So I used up my food budget, my accessories, my spending early on in the week because I forgot. I decided to treat myself a little bit. But yeah, all my funds have been depleted, so it's really nice that I can start to budget. I prefer having like my budget every week instead every few weeks. Like if I have it every month, I know that I'm gonna spend everything on the first few days, knowing that I have this amount of money. But if it's like separated between 4 weeks, like I spend it, then I have to wait a little bit more. I guess it really like teaches me to be patient and just not spend everything at once. So food budget gets 120. Gadgets gets 15. Clothes gets 50. Oh, speaking of gadgets, I lost my earphones, my Samsung original ones, but wait, let me just write it down. Yeah, so I lost my original Samsung earphones. I think I dropped it somewhere, but I got Raf's offering his earphones. Why? You don't need it?
I have two.
He has two. One of them is a gift to me, but he took it. So yeah, but I'm not really sad about losing the earphones because I think my ears are too small. Like the what's it called, the suction, not the suction, the rubber thing in the earphones, it keeps falling off when I'm in the gym, and I always like using earphones in the gym because I don't like hearing other people moan or like talk. I'd rather like watch YouTube videos, so I want to have earphones. So yeah, the Samsung earphones keep falling off, but I found these earphones in National Bookstore for 79 pesos. It's very cheap, very flaky, like you can hear the thing inside the earphones move, but I prefer having that than not having anything at all. So I used my gadgets budget for that. And since it was like 70 something, 80, like I rounded up to 80. I have 20 pesos remaining, but I used that to buy like ice cream or something. So clothes gets 50. I'm gonna write it here. I need to buy a new sports bra because when Ralph's not here, our laundry load is 7 kilos. By the time I don't have any more workout clothes, the laundry load is only like 5 kilos, and I don't want to give my laundry when it's like not fully 7 kilos. I want to maximize it. So if I have more sports bra, it'll take a long time for me to go to the laundry. So I actually took 200 out for my gift budget yesterday because I had a friend whose daughter is turned 1, so I bought her a pacifier and a nasal thingy, and that was like 200. Raf and I went around like the supermarket, the department store downstairs, and we were looking at all the baby stuff, like what gift we could give her, and then we saw like all the prices. They're like baby clothes for like the same price as an adult shirt, and they're gonna grow out of it. So we realized kids are so expensive. Like actually buying stuff for kids, they're expensive. So it's probably gonna be a long time until we have our kids of our own, because girl, I don't want to spend my money on kids. Okay, so done. And then my spending gets 100. Like, there are some weeks where I could go, like, this budget is fine, but there are other weeks that are really hard. Like, some weeks where I just want to, you know, treat myself and everything, and I don't have any money. But I guess it just teaches me to be more frugal and focus on what I prioritize in. So what, 100. I mean, it's still a learning experience, like a learning process. I'm not fully, like, I'm just glad that we started the habit of budgeting. But yeah, sometimes I just want to spend carelessly on things. 2019. Wedding has 440. So I'm so glad that I didn't push through with the Van Gogh thing in Manila. Like, I really wanted to go, but when it came to my budget, I realized that I was putting aside 700 pesos out of my 1,500. That means I didn't have any money for anything else, and it was just like very suffocating. So yeah, here we get 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh shoot, I need small bills. This is 30. Oh wait, no. I need small bills somehow. Wait, no, I know. I didn't put my transpo budget yet. So for transpo, I'm gonna put 90, but I'll just put 100 and then take out 10. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. So transpo budget. And then I'm gonna put 1,500. So basically this is, no, it isn't. I still have projects. 1, 2, 3, 4. 420, 430, 440. This goes to my wedding. Why do I have coins here? Ooh. Wait. Because, you know, I like coins in my transpo budget. Put it out here. And then put 2 20s. Okay, perfect. 2 20s done. Okay, so this now, so 440, this should be for wedding. I'm excited for the wedding. I'm gonna see a lot of friends from primary and secondary. Okay, done. It's gonna be in Boracay. People travel like from far places just to visit Boracay, and it's like right next to us, so it's nice to visit there. And it's the first time that I visited there since they rehabbed the place, so I don't know what to expect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god, babe. I have an extra 50. My god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god. This is the second time. Okay, so this is 8,800. Oh my gosh, it's such a mess. I thought I messed up my budget. Now I'm gonna have a part of my budget that's lacking 50 pesos. My god, I'm gonna have to do it again. But I'm gonna do it off camera because this video is already 25 minutes and it's gonna take hours for me to upload. 24, 23, 2019. I'm gonna put 500. So I already have like a lot of pending projects for this year and early next year. So that's it so far. So just an overview. I got my salary. Raf got tons of extra for this week, and we allocated our expenses. And the extra money we didn't put in our expenses because they're already fixed, and we want to just get used to living at a specific amount of expenses, because these extra amounts, they don't come every week and they're not consistent. So we put it towards our sinking funds. So since we are only basing our extra budget to our trip budget, we don't have a planned trip at the moment. We're just basing it on how much extra we have. Okay, no stock, no debt, no transportation. And then I have my budget tracker at the back of the sheet. And I'm going to have a month review, but this will be in my first video for December. So I'm gonna put it here and there. Perfect. Okay, any more updates? Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching and see you next week.